This is one of my mom's favorite songs, and it is a Hapahali song that my uncle Malcolm Chong he showed to us. And some of our early ukulele days and learning Hawaiian songs, we'd go over his house and eat beef stew, and he'd just show us some of these older songs. And this is one of them, and it's called Royal Hawaiian Hotel. At the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, that's where I met the girl of my dreams, and we promised that we'll never part. Fate was planning and changing our schemes, and then one day she just parted, leaving me so broken-hearted. In my memories I'll always dwell in the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. And then one day she just parted, leaving me so broken-hearted. In my memories I'll always dwell Hawaiian Hotel, in the Royal Hawaiian Hotel.
Wow.
Awesome. Going out to my mama.
That's like, what the hell was that solo, man? Jesus.
That was one of the best ukulele solos I've heard in my life.
I forgot what I was playing.
I forgot what I was playing.
listening.
And that's music, right? We're just feeling it. We're just,
Oh my
just
god.
going for it.
Okay. Like, Jesus.
I actually have to watch it back and see which solo you guys are talking about because I forgot what I did.
It was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, we'll clip that.
I mean, we're in the game right now, right? You have the training. You can do all the, I don't know, sports terminologies. But something about you run this play, but really, it's like when you do scales, right? You're not going to just play a C major scale over everything. You got to fill it out. You got to change the order, change the timing, be dynamic with it, put your heart, mess up, turn it into a jazzy moment.
Right, if it's with intention.
Yes.
Then
Just do it again.
just whatever goes.
Yeah.
You got that, guys? That's the instructions. Thank you, Imua, for being here.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
You are somebody that we talk about a lot.
I'm grateful to be here. I think the last time we did something together was at my house in a small little bedroom, and we did the song Si Se Puede.
I remember that.
Yeah, and
How
I
long
got
ago was that? 10 years?
got a
It was
few
a while
lessons
back.
out of
It was
you.
at least 10 years ago. Let's see. My oldest is going to be 17, and he was just a baby, maybe 1 or 2. And so I was in the studio at the time was in the back of the room. We took our master bedroom, and my wife's a musician, so I had to be like, please, you understand, right? I need a spot. And I says, are you okay with us taking over Zayo's room? And Zayo was my boy. Are you okay with us taking over Zayo's room? And I know that he's just like coming, and we got the crib and everything. Everything's ready for him. She's like, you know what? Let's do it. He can sleep with us. so we took, it wasn't the master bedroom. It was Zayo's bedroom. And so she said, go ahead, like turn it into a studio and temporary spot, right? And then Zayo, he came along and slept with us. And in the daytime, I'd have sessions in there, and we kept his baby blue letters that said Zayo.
Yeah,
which is the name of my company, Zayo Music. Because every time people would come in, they'd see those 3 little letters, ZEO, and I was like, let's call it like Zayo Music.
I really appreciate you doing that for me back in the day. And if people go onto the ukelelereview.com under lessons, there's like 3 or 4 lessons you gave from that session with some pretty insane tips.
I remember. I learned a lot.
Is that the helicopter thing?
Oh yeah. Doing all this. Yeah, you can capture some insane techniques if you go over there.
I got to rewatch it and relearn it.
Yeah, right.
Because even earlier, Corey was like, let's play this song. I was like, okay, let's jam it. I totally forgot this song. It's been so long. But I'm glad there's a recording that I can always go back and
of it on
try it again.
Locked and loaded in my iTunes on my phone. So.
But I think of an artist, like think of Van Gogh when he's painting. I wonder if he ever tries to recreate that same painting.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll make the exact same one. It's probably not going to be the exact same one, but there's going to be different shades.
But he was kind of insane, so he probably could recreate something.
He probably could,
he probably
yes,
had,
to the
like,
T.
photographic memory.
Yeah.
And he's like, actually.
But there's something about the original during that time, during that period. So
Right.
some of these songs, I can learn it exactly, but I think where I am today, I always try to just add a little bit something different of 2024 Imua, what that looks like.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be better.
Congratulations on the Nahokus, right?
Oh, the Nahokus.
Yeah.
That was a couple of days ago. Yeah, were you guys there?
I was just following stuff on Facebook, and
Yeah.
I'm not at that level where I can just be like, hey, I went to the... No.
Oh, yes,
The
you
Nahokus.
are.
No,
All you need is a
no.
ticket. You show up, everyone's going to be like, oh, that's the guy.
That's Corey. Isn't that they just look at my hands? Oh, that's the ukulele guy from...
It's just fun, being in the music world where everyone's there in one spot, whether there's awards or not. It's it's special. And then you get to connect with people and network and
Well, you probably worked
be
with
friends.
half of them.
Yeah. One of them, I was in like 4 out of the 5 categories. I was like, that's just not fair.
So that happens when you're insanely good.
Yeah,
Should have won all of them. I mean,
It's just keeping busy and making music with friends and new friends and learning about all the new artists coming through, and people are influenced and they watch your guys' stuff. They'll go back into the banks and they might watch one of my stuff, and it's just grateful to be a part of like a inspiring community where everyone's always learning from others.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick apart some stuff and learn some stuff from you guys today too. So I'm excited for that.
I'm
I doubt
pretty
it.
sure it's gonna be another year.
I was just like,
I learned some Pro Tools tips.
no. Like, I just
That was
5
nice.
minutes with you guys and I already.
You're gonna have
I
to-
don't think so.
You're gonna have
No,
to hit
I
Andrew
am.
the invoice after.
I am. I mean,
It's,
this is a beautiful ukulele.
oh,
This is
thank
from
you.
Andrew.
Yeah,
Oli.
yeah. It's an honor to hear you play it.
It just feels good, you know. Oh, nice.
I think it's banging.
Yeah, I asked earlier, like, do I need to bring anything? He's like, no, we got some instruments here, so take your pick. So
Yeah.
I walked in today, and this is the one that spoke to me.
But then you walked in with
It is the
Grimes,
first-
too. So.
I do. It's over here. It's sleeping.
$8,000.
If you want to jump on guitar, we got that too.
Oh, I can do guitar.
Probably play the guitar and bass at the same time.
And ukulele with
sing.
your feet.
I mean, honestly, so if I
He's like,
were,
actually, I can.
if I were to take, when I think of my thought process, I'm playing guitar because I played piano first, and then I learned ukulele maybe about when I was 9. And that's when I started just 4 strings, figuring that out, hanging out at school.
Professional when he was 10.
I mean, we had our first album when I was like 12 or 11 was my first recording, was with Ukulele Stylings 2, Hidden Treasures.
I remember that.
Oh.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I got to thank my grandma, my nanan. She's the one who really got me out of the box because I a little bit shamed growing up, and I'm not the guy that just grabs his ukulele and walks around and plays and, oh, Samba! It's not me. I can, though. Like, that'd be fun, but that's just not a little bit out of my character.
Wait, does anybody know that were you a pro skater at one time? You were, right?
If you were to follow my life around high school time and some years after that, definitely all my shoes on my left side was all ripped up and torn
On the kickflips. And...
from all the tricks. And I actually wanted to be a pro skater, or at least like
Were you-
sponsored and stuff.
You weren't sponsored before?
I wasn't, but I skated with the sponsored guys.
No, I remember. So, like, you used to skate in Mililani at the Kipapa.
Yeah.
I remember
It was probably a
bunch of
new
my
park
friends-
then, right?
I think it was renovated where you couldn't even skate. Like, it was smooth at the time. Before that place was trash. But I remember pulling up and I was like, "Holy crap! That's freaking Imua from Opia Burgers." And my friend's like, "Kapili." He was like, "No, don't bother him." I was like, "Oh shit, okay." And I'm like, "Holy crap, that's Imua."
Were you playing ukulele then?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh.
I think I was in.
Yeah, we used to go to the
elementary school or
parks.
something.
Honestly, we used to get kicked out every day just skating in the municipal areas and downtown, and because there wasn't a lot of parks. Like
Yeah.
Keolu wasn't there. It was a little bit later, but it was more just the little grass gap. I think there were 2 like basketball courts. But when it gets like 2 a.m. and you're a kid
yeah.
and you have your license, you just drive and you just
wherever you
skate
want,
and
yep.
play music. And then I'd surf when there was waves, but not so much anymore. I scared of falling, and I think my shins have really had it. But yeah, I love skating with all the guys better than me, and just like music too.
Skating
I
has
love
that-
learning.
Has that lifetime, or I mean, it has a short span where you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Though. Tony Hawk still does it.
He still does it, yeah. But he's probably not cranking out as much as he was, you know, back then.
He's not doing his 900s anymore for sure.
Yeah. And I thought, you know what? I better stick with music because I see Willie Nelson and ZZ Top and everybody just they're still playing.
Oh yeah.
And they're still jamming, and I was like, it's easy. It's a low impact sport here.
My favorite musicians are old. You know, it's like
Yeah. But just to close that thought real quick. So my nanan, my grandma, I call her nanan. She was at Pro Ridge, and we were just walking around, and one of there was a guy playing ukulele on the side, and I just learned like the Koviko solo, and I was maybe 10, and he was over there strumming in the corner, and then my grandma's like, go play him the new Koviko solo you learned. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna walk over there and play Koviko.
She was like, "Go show him how it's done."
Pretty much. And so I was ashamed. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And then she said, I'll buy you a Kamaku ukulele. I
Wow.
I said, when? After this. Okay.
She had to be help. Right
So
here.
we walked over there, and then I played it for him, and then a little crowd started to form. And one of them was a guy named Freddie Von Perez, if you know him. And he was a producer for one of the Ukulele Stylings, #1. And they just finished that one. And I loved that album. I would always listen to it and learned a lot just from listening to that album. So when they mentioned Ukulele Stylings 2, that they were trying to find new talent, and it was called Hidden Treasures and Unknown Folks, which is me. So my brother and I, we went into the studio, and that was my first time like walking into a place, miking the ukulele, and it was the start of me wanting to do that like forever, like all the studio stuff.
Like that was the spark.
Yeah.
To... How old
And
were
then to
you at that
capture
time?
it,
You were
I
12,
was 11
Oh, 11.
at the recording of it, and maybe when it released, it might have been 12.
Was it a couple months ago? A video surfaced of you. I think you were probably around that time on the news.
That was 7th grade. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Wasn't that with Holly?
Hale, yeah, and then Capo Lindsay, you know Capo Lindsay, and yeah, it was Mr. Akaka from school, and he was just very pivotal in like cultivating music
For
kids
Kamehameha.
and for Kamehameha. And
That's right.
after school, we would just look forward to it. I bring my ukulele, but I would try to hide it so people didn't know I played. And then it wasn't until Ikaika Brown came in one day and played for the school lunch, and they said, "Hey, go jam with him." I was like, "But that's Ikaika Brown. Carlo, man, Ikaika Brown. Carlo, man." It's like, I gotta join him. He's like a superstar. And so I ended up jumping up there, and I knew the songs. And that was like, people saw me, and I was like the music guy or the ukulele guy after that, which is good, being at Kamehameha and being Ilikea. A
Oh.
little bit fair skinned now. So that really saved me too.
You became the ukulele guy.
Yeah, like I don't feel like I ever got picked on, and I mean I love people anyway, so
Yeah.
I think it's the personality, but I hung with all the creatives, music guys. Was in orchestra in high school.
Well, OPE pickers, like you guys were like seriously young.
We were young, so right around that same time as well.
Was that 1999? Or was it 2000
Well,
something already?
our first record was 1997. So really around that same time that you saw that video resurface, we were just starting, and we just had our first album,
Oh, wow.
which not a lot of people know about. It's an album. It's called Fresh Off the Rocks. And I still say album, even though we don't have actual like vinyl albums for it, but the Spotify album. So that was 1997. We flew to Big Island at a studio with Rick Kiefer, and that was the start of. It was a really beautiful studio, but I think the songs of that they chose for us to sing wasn't really us, and we wrote, and so we kind of thought, you know what, maybe the next album that we do, we'll do something that we kind of want to do. So we didn't even release that album, re-release it. It was out there eventually, and of course, grateful for everything, all the humble beginnings. And that album ended up, while we were promoting it, we would go to different stores, Jelly's, House of Music, Temple Music. Whenever you released an album, you do the radio stations. It's a little bit different than sending an e-blast and all that. We didn't really have that. And so doing that, we got to meet more people, and I met Brett Ortone, who managed OPE Pickers, and saw something in me and really helped develop that and take me to live concerts and figure out like, what does it mean to perform? Here's a studio, here's like a little 4-track, 8-track thing. And then eventually I started running like rehearsals in the studio for like when Fiji and Natural Vibes would come and rehearse. And I was just a little like tech boy that would figure things out and figure out how to work it. And had a lot of gear, but didn't really know how to use it at all. And so then became my journey of like learning and figuring that out. And most of it, I would say, is just experience. For our OPE Picker albums, Beginnings, that was 2001. That was kind of the first album that really, a lot of the songs, or probably the well-known songs, are from that album.
How old are you at this point?
I'm 40. I just turned.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but once when you guys broke with OPE Pickers, like,
Well, 2001, I was a junior in high school. So let's see. 17, 16, 17. And so that's when like Old Fashioned Touch and Victim and some of those songs came out.
So you're like a superstar while you're still in high school.
So in high school,
I mean,
yeah.
Hawaii superstar at least. Yeah, that must
it was different because there's no like there was an Instagram or Facebook, and you just were on the radio.
But you were the man,
and people knew, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, I just had a lot of friends that they liked the songs and stuff. So we
It's
just kept
good
going.
that you didn't go wild, you know.
Yeah,
because when people reach popularity at those ages, it's like drugs and sex and all the things that take people down, you know?
Yeah, I didn't go there. I thank my parents for the foundation they laid in my life. So.
Right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but 2001, that was a good year. And that kind of started a 10-year gig and promotion and crafting and songwriting and figuring out all those. Because we played almost like 6 times every weekend for like 10 years straight. No regular gigs. It was all just like baby luau's. But we had that mindset of we just love playing. Let's start a band. It's my brother, my cousin, a friend. We had our neighbor, Justin Mindoro, and he had a Sunny D ukulele at that time. You know, Sunny D ukuleles were played by Troy Fernandez, and we were like very inspired by Kyle Creator Boys, and as most ukulele players are. And found out he had that Sunny D, so we're like, "You're in the band." So he came in, and we started with 4 ukuleles, and then that was when we first started the Fresh Off the Rocks 4 ukuleles, and then eventually we added. I said we shouldn't just only do ukulele. Like I started to learn bass. I'm like, so I'll play bass, and then you guys play ukulele. And then said, okay, my brother, how about you play guitar, and then I'll go back to ukulele. Maybe my cousin, you play bass. And we kept swapping every single like song, and there was so much lag time from song to song. It was just a little too much. So then we said we should just stick to one instrument, and how about I'll just stick with ukulele. And I'm glad I did, because when you travel and you play a lot, it's real easy. You just throw it on your shoulder, right? And then you can travel. You can fit it in the bins. You don't have to worry about all the rest of it. But yeah, ukulele is very special to me. Although I play it a lot less than I used to, but I still love it.
I've always been amazed at how cleanly you play too.
Well, I still play stringed instruments like guitar and bass and stuff. And so I'm always trying to, I mean, you guys have some great precision as well.
Oh, I learned all my chops from you, so.
And sometimes when you learn it, like I have a song, Tempestad, and it's got that like really fast stuff. And that's cool, but sometimes like when I first started playing, I just did all that like all the time.
Just shredding nonstop.
It was like a little too much now that I'm getting older. I think I like to just sit on my porch and rock. And just do a little bit less. And when I hear some of these old recordings, it's fun. I mean, my voice it gets a little bit high and tinny sounding, and you know everything that goes with growing up and listening over and over. But I am.
You became a man.
So you know what I did? You know what we did? This is a little announcement, but we ended up re-recording a lot of the favorite songs, our favorite songs, and just the public's favorite songs. And we have a new album.
Oh, OPE Pickers?
OPE Pickers, yeah.
What is it?
It's like 20 years later, you know, 20, let's see, what year would that be? 24 years later from our beginnings album.
Oh, wow. It's going to sound amazing.
So we finished. We recently recorded High Sessions last week. And so when they released that, it's going to be more of an acoustic kind of feel, like how we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Because I thought backyard style, that's how we started. And I wanted to feel like that. And the songs that we've listened to growing up was very stripped down, not always, you know, drums and keys. And so thought we'd take it back to the basics. And before, like a lot of the ukulele sound that I have from OP pickers is just a line-in sound from an applause ukulele. And that's just all I knew how to do. And so now that I know how to mic up a ukulele a little bit more, I was like, let's do that. So I redid all the songs, and we blocked off a week, and we just went for it. So I'm going to try to pair it and release those after we get the high sessions ones, because then that'll help with like we did acoustic versions of it on that. And then I don't know, that's the kind of the plan. Because I did something where I just played it on an acoustic guitar kind of recently, one of the songs. And then I got a lot of comments like, you should really do an acoustic album. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll see a comment and be like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? As long as I can just see it in the calendar and
a lot
prioritize
of those old songs, like they're great at their core without all of the, electronic. It's like
just a song that's bare and just the ukulele. And really got to give props to my cousin. His name is Brada. He goes by Brada Garza Ramon, and he's Kauai boy. But he wrote a lot of the songs that a lot of people know. And he's just got a really cool like feel about him, and like local boy. And I took some of the style from that, put my own style on it too, added like on Victim, there's a Spanish part in the middle. At that time, I was listening to a lot of like Gypsy Kings. And actually, I think one of the songs, the Victim part, kind of has a Gypsy Kings feel. There's a song that goes... I forgot who it was, but it's something like that, and it's like almost a similar chord structure. So I was like, I want to do that and throw something similar.
You guys should play that.
Victim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Are you ready?
Right meow. Right meow.
Right meow. Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh, I got a tune first.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even checked.
And for those of you wondering, I had a lot of people come to me and say, what is the chord to this? What is the chord to that? I made a whole bunch of chord charts too.
Oh,
with the lyrics. So I should probably just like give them to whoever if they want it. So it's the right words, it's the right chords.
Where do people get
like
that?
Right now, maybe I can give you it, and then they can reach out to you, and I can get
I'd rather you tell me where they can.
Well, right now they can log into my box account because I don't have anything. But if you are interested, you can email me, and I can.
I could put a page on our website with those. But yeah.
Because like one of the chords is a little funky. So on this song, Victim, it goes. It's pretty standard here: A, and then C sharp minor, F sharp minor, and then this one B minor, and then this is a B flat augmented. Yeah. And sometimes I'll throw the 7 in there. And then to D minor, the 9, the 6, and then back to A. Yeah, so B flat augmented is kind of the secret chord.
The secret sauce.
Yeah, it's not really a secret chord. You can figure it out. But that was probably like the less
nobody knew what the chord
traveled
was.
road of chord.
Like I remember people would kind of fake it. I'd be like, that's not the right chord. Like, no, it's this one here.
I remember
And
looking
they're
at
like, what is it called? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
Remember the tabs
I don't know
were
what
like
any of these
so
things are
wrong
called.
too.
Yeah, I see those tabs too. I'm like, should I correct it? Like, nah.
Now it's like he was like, "Where's the YouTube video?" I'm just like, "No, you had." Oh, yeah, those days were fun.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, 1. Girl, don't be mad. Girl, don't be sad. You wish you could just fly away. Girl, don't you cry. Please dry your eyes. There's much more sunny days. I know you've heard our love is words, but you're just another name. Now he's gone. You're just a pawn in a play too often game. Oh, baby.
victim to his pearls, and that's the shame on you. Many young girls, a victim, a victim, a victim. Girl, now watch your step, yeah. So warn your friends, friends warn your friends, 'cause the robber's on the loose. He's 24, he's 22. I know he's much more old than you. If you've been played and you've been swayed, and he's got your only seed, I'm always there, this jewel is rare, and you're beautiful to me, to me, oh. He may be rich, but here's his pitch. He takes the girl, he gives them pearls, he prays the young with an evil tongue. Only wants one thing, and it's not your ring. Only once you can give this to a man. You better choose him right before he's out of sight. Don't be fooled by him, baby, 'cause you're only one of them.
Take a Kalei. Hello, hello.
Many young girls, a victim to his pearls, and that's a shame on you. Many young girls, a victim to his pearls, and that's the shame on you. Many young girls, a victim, a victim, a victim. Oh. A victim.
Oh man,
Mahalo.
perfect timing too. Somebody just like flush a toilet or something. So that's what that.
Yeah,
noise is.
that's our studio over here.
Wow.
Dude, somebody
Nice.
used the toilet.
Sounds all too familiar. Sounds just like my place when I was in my the back of the bedroom, the yard guys. I was at a condo area, so they always had the yard workers.
Or you just hear the
Every
the
simple
lawnmower
thing,
going
like a bird flying, you have to retake it. Oh, sorry, the bird squawked. Let's do this again. And they didn't have a lot of cool plugins where you could really edit that out
I heard
at the time.
the Kahala studio is really nice.
It's nice. It's a little small. It's like, I don't even know how to say square footage, but it's probably like just my room is maybe from here till like this area. But I have access to the outside. So the outside has a lot of the keys. I have a B3 and a Rhodes and a upright piano. So just those are always mic'd, ready to go. A whole percussion section. And then I have access. Then I have a vocal booth on the outside. And then I run Dante, which is like the audio over network, and run that into the auditorium. I'm in the back of my church, so I have access to the drums. Everything's like mic'd up. I can easily just like patch in a few chords and ready to go. That's what I feel like in the studio world. It's good to have things set up, just like how you have it, the guitars and ukuleles hanging up. You know, if you walk past it, you're like, oh, I got to play at least a chord.
Yeah.
So I think if things are all set up, if I have an idea in the moment, like, oh, I think we should have piano. If I got to take 30 minutes and set that up, I think that idea just already like flies away.
You're like, maybe we don't need piano.
Or I might go to like a MIDI, like, it just takes too long. But really the sound should be the mic'd up, whatever. Right. So I've been trying to get more of the organic side of the recording
and just to have that space.
Yeah, and it's so easy to just drag in a loop of a shaker. But if I have a shaker right here, it's just going to be easy to do that for me. And I'll feel like I can really dynamically make where the accents are and all of that while piecing together all the music.
I was talking to Jorma the other day, and he lives in Japan, but I was like, what church do you go to when you're here? And he's like, oh, I go down to Kahala. It's like a party. Like he's like, it's wild. It's awesome.
Awesome.
What's it like leading the worship team over there?
Oh, great. I mean, I've been there since my wife was pregnant with our oldest, who's about to be 17. So we've been there about 17-ish years. And yeah, to see the growth. I mean, I'm just part-time over there. My wife and I are part-time, but it's a community, like just people who love God and love each other. And so I want to hang out with people who are always like encouraging and pointing us back whenever we fall away. So it is like a small group. It's a lifer, people who got your back. They know you, know your weaknesses, they know your strengths, and they know how to help you build your character to where it needs to be.
You are still like leading the worship team over there, though, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Right now, my role is more on the sound side of things. Like I do the technical. We have streams and stuff, so I kind of run that team, and then which pipes into my studio, so all the channels can be seen through the studio. And most of the time, I'm playing keys. Yeah,
there's tearing it up.
There's a Nord there, and then we got some patches, and
sounds like fun. I have to.
It is, and we got like the tech wise. We got the click and
did you say you started
loops
on
and stuff.
Piano? Like that was your first?
Piano was my first, and then ukulele was a little bit later, but still like maybe around the same year.
Oh, okay. Did you play piano throughout the years with the ukulele, and then just?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You must have put in a ton of hours. I mean, like talent was obviously there to begin with, but I don't think it happens without putting in the hours.
Yes. Whenever we were at home, I would always, honestly, for like when I started playing ukulele, I played so much that I would fall asleep with it. And I'm sure you guys done that before. That's your teddy bear, right?
I used to piss everybody off at home because I would bring my ukulele into the bathroom while I'm doing my business and playing. My dad was like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you?
Do you worry
I used
about
to do that a lot.
What like phones are now to kids, or that it's like
being a dad, yes.
Yeah.
But just like my parents, when we were growing up, whatever we had, which wasn't really iPads, me growing up, but I think I just had music. I think if they focus on something that helps build their skill level, maybe it's gaming. There's some guys are making like millions of dollars. Yeah. And so I can't say that you shouldn't do that, but I think when it becomes the prime focus over family, then that's when we got to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anything is bad, like, but definitely our time, if we use it wrong, we can't get that back. Yeah,
totally.
And so even me as a dad, even me as a husband, like I'm so busy, and you guys are probably busy too, that we could lose sight of like what's right in front of us, the big rocks that we should be taking care of, and the lawn that we should be watering. So I always have to go back and be like, okay, this is a really busy week, or this is a really busy month. What do I need to do to make it up and to put more time of intentionality? But when I'm home, I try to not like be on my phone and because my time with the kids is pretty important to me. So
Let's give the people some more music before you gotta.
Oh yeah, how long does it take to get back home? Because it's like
took about an hour.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, let's jam a couple. Yeah. I'm really glad to be here with you guys.
Oh, glad you. We're happy that you're
and you know what? Andrew reached out a while back, and then life happened.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Let me go find that message again. So I had to like scroll through and like, yeah, I'll do it. But I just gotta plan ahead. And so so let's just get something in the calendar. Yeah.
You know.
So we're here.
But yeah, super great.
We do a last minute tune here. Shall we do the song that you were wanting to jam? This is from the year, let's see. This is from the All For You album, which released in 2003. How old were you?
I
Were you born?
I'm not that young.
Were you born, Kalei?
2003.
I was a freshman in high school.
I don't even know how old you guys are. Are we about the same? No.
Yeah, we're 36.
Okay.
We're not that far away from you.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, we're not too far. So you were born 2003, because you guys are just single legends. So I just think I'm super old right now.
We're 80s, 87, 80s, 88.
Okay, I'm 84. Let's do it. This is a song called "You're All I Need." 1, 2, 3, 4.
Waiting for your love is all I do all day. Finding an answer from you. Here I am waiting by the phone all day. Waiting for your love to appear. My wish is you. You're like a dream come true. Come be with me. You're all I need.
Take a look, come here. Get ready, Corey. All you, brother. Let's do something where we're all solo. It's gonna be chaos. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And when
That was beautiful.
I feel like I'm complete, and you are an angel from above. The good times are endless, and so is my love for you.
can't believe I didn't screw up on the chords. Cause I mean, I did play that song a million times before, so it's always on.
So good.
Ukulele.
It was so good.
I played one wrong chord.
I really liked that. Everyone's soloing. Like I think if we just like pan everything, that could be a cool intro to like this.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just.
Well, what's beautiful is when it comes back together.
Yeah.
The chaos.
That was fun.
And the
Holy
result.
moly!
I was watching an episode on my way here just to see like who else you guys had, and so you guys had Kalei Camarillo recently, so he's a good friend. I saw him, and then there was this one called like Show
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Tyler.
Show and Tyler. They're incredible.
I know that those two kids. Like, if I was a rich person, I would have called you up and been like, "I'm booking studio time with you." With these.
Do they
two."
have released music already,
They have some stuff.
I don't know.
or is it more
I
just
mean,
like
not much,
live
but
stuff?
Like I know Tyler was saying he does a lot of studio work for other,
Yeah,
artists.
and I was watching. It sounded like he does more than just ukulele.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Mostly other things than ukulele.
right. He's a monster, though.
Which is kind of me, really honest. I honestly take out ukulele when it's time to record something. I don't know why. I love ukulele. I think because I had so many years with it that was just ukulele. And if I'm like playing something, I could focus on like the bass of the guitar, and I don't know.
Right.
I don't know why I'm not doing it more, but
Well, you play everything, so.
love it.
But also,
You don't have enough hands to like, play it all at one time.
You're behind a lot of other artists, helping them.
Yeah.
And so you've kind of like taken that role of like, and played a crucial part in a lot of great music that we've heard that,
yeah,
you're not at the
I
forefront.
like the
of.
role of having people stand on my shoulders,
Yeah.
and then they.
But I bet behind the scenes you're helping sculpt.
Oh yeah, when you're making an album and recording with people, you get close because you're with them for 6 months to a year for each project. And that's a lot of time. That's a lot of downtime. That's a lot of coffees and conversations and hearing the references and songs that they like to hear and just learning. I think that's what this whole industry is how do we learn from others and collaborate and
But
do something that is
with
like,
you,
we're
it's
so
like-
used to that box of just being in this. And so over the years and all the products that I've been grateful to work on, I get to find new artists and I get to, like, my liked songs has just a couple thousand just from, and then I'll try to remember, like, okay, I'll make a playlist for that artist of here's some of the references.
Oh, interesting.
So like how they want their drums to sound, how they want the guitar to sound. And then really you're just reverse engineering. And that's like a good thing. And I tell people that want to learn how to produce is, okay, listen to a song from the radio that's already released and just try to recreate it exactly. Because you're going to do things that you don't normally do. And so really pick it apart. What is the drums doing? What kind of, are they using samples? Is it a real kit? Is it, and do your best that you can and then kind of A/B it. And because then you're going to learn new things. Like here's how to program a hi-hat that's different than how I would normally do it.
Most of my focus through the years has been just on capturing the most natural, pure, because I'm like doing these videos where we're comparing different ukuleles, for example. So,
Yeah.
Trying to find the most pure, natural mics and preamps, but then with certain sessions where you're just trying to show music, and it's not about comparing instruments or whatever. It's a whole different world that I haven't really learned about. So like, if you take these waves, like what would you do with these audio files that would help make them more
Well, you're
listener
already
friendly?
getting it right from the start. So I will say, when sometimes I get files from other live things, and it might not be up to par. Like the preamps might not be good, the mics not be good. So I have to just use. I just like to like listen, and it's almost like quality control of. If I'm on something, I like to just probably edit. It's gonna be probably more editing, like putting a gate maybe on the things that are like if we're not talking, maybe close those mics. But it's already from the start going to be a great sound because of the preamps that I saw you have and the quality of mics and acoustic treatments. And so it's really not going to take very long. But there are some that is just like okay, here's all the line-in sounds and how can I get that a little bit better? But definitely what I've been learning to over the years is get it right from the start, and then it's less at the end. Yeah.
Would you run it through like mastering, compression, and those sort of things?
I probably would, yeah, because I have just a lot of gear that I've invested over the years to like master compressors and EQ and just some little harmonics here or there. Nothing that's gonna make it sound like AI, but I think it'll just control and dynamic. The dynamics will be set, especially for like podcasts and stuff. We don't want anything to get softer or too loud. So really just taming the dynamics is pretty much all I'm going to be doing. And then maybe adding a little bit more like of the natural ambience, like as if people, when they're watching it, they can be in that room. So it's not going to sound like a cave or anything. It'll sound like this room, you know. I think that'll be probably what I'll do. You know?
I want to see if I can work with you in the future too for these two gentlemen, because I have the means here to capture it, but then sending it to you to
maybe after you get it, if it seems like a big difference for you, then we can.
Cool.
But it does definitely for like limiting. Are you running compressors right now through it or no?
Yeah.
The distressors.
Through the vocals, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So the instrument preamps I run are GML, and then But yeah. I think I have your vocal going through the Pacifica. Nobody cares about any of this kind of stuff, but I do.
I do.
Yeah.
We do. It's a foreign language. I'm like, if you hear like, okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Like when I put it up, and mainly just the final.
What's your favorite?
It's more like mastering it.
What's your favorite preamp for vocals?
For vocals right now, I'm using a Grace M103.
Oh, Grace audio. Yeah.
So Grace Designs. I have a lot of Grace stuff because it's super clean. I know like Jacob Collier used the Grace as well, but it's a channel strip. But I also have an 8-channel over network, audio over network too. You can use that, so you can have it. You don't have to be super close to it as long as you're just piping to the network. But I have the APIs, the 512s. And the 560s is for the EQ when I try to tone shape it. But most of the time, it's just getting it from that. And then I use the Manley ELOP Plus for the compression, more like the LA2A style. It's got a compressor mode and a limit mode. So just lower ratio and then higher ratio. And then there's set attack and release times. But for vocals, it's really, really nice. And then I have a Shadow Hills master compressor too. So that I might do that at the very end. But I'm usually printing like compression that I like, at least subtle enough to, so when you push play, you don't have to really put any compressor plugins on it. But that preamp is kind of what I've just been using mainly is the M103. It's a channel strip. And it seems to do to do the job. It's nice and clean.
It's known for
not too
being
much color.
Transparent. Yeah, not too much color. Like the APIs probably have a lot more color.
Yeah, if I want a little bit more mid-range and kind of rock style, I'll go with the API.
Some
more 70s
insider talk for people.
I'm over here like, this is right. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No. I want to.
You guys want to do one more jam before?
I want to learn all that stuff. I gotta like hang out with you and just pick your brain and just with everything.
Cruise in the studio.
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't got time for you.
I'm gonna have my bags. I live here now.
Well, we were at Guitar Center the other day, hanging out over there.
Oh, really?
What is the one that we were rocking earlier? Was it this? Love We're Cold?
Was that the one or
was the Esperanza?
Yeah.
We can try. That was what was that? Do You Think of Me?
Do you guys do Do You Think of Me? Yes. It's that one.
Or we can do Esperanza.
Or we can do like, have you guys done like Europa or something on here?
Of course, but
You
guys did it already? Let's not do that. I was thinking of something we could
wanna
trade
hear
where
your
we know.
version of it. Yeah.
Let's just do that one then. So we'll do it in D minor.
Okay.
So it starts with the G minor. C7, F, A minor, B flat, major 7, E minor 7 flat 5.
Oh. Were we in?
That
Oh,
could
D
count.
minor. Oh, wait.
So it'd
What
be
key are
more.
we in?
We're in D
F
minor.
or D minor.
So it's kind of like a G minor, like a G minor 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in the middle, let's go to the D major 7 instead of D minor. I mean, E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D major. Yeah, maybe like towards the middle. We'll call it
Okay.
1, 2. 7. I forgot about that drill.
Damn.
Unbelievable.
Nice, you guys. Woo.
So it's all you guys, man. I started and I was like, oh wait, I don't have a pick, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing? This is not an electric guitar either.
I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have bent it. I got it all out too.
Corey started that solo. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't have my regular. I have like a different pick. And, oh, you
Imua
caught me with my
Garza.
pants down, man.
Thank you so much for making the time to come down.
Yes.
And,
My privilege.
show some love in the comments. This man, unbelievable. How do you want to promote anything? Do you?
If you go to imuagarza.com, I don't really update that too much, but if you want to work together or something,
Yeah.
I have a website there, or my Instagram's at imuagarza.com. Sorry, not .com. My Instagram is just at imuagarza. And yeah, I work with a lot of other people, so you might see my name pop up here and there, but I guess right now, the next thing that we're working on is more the OP Pickers release
Nice.
of some of these old
Oh, man.
songs that we've played today.
Can you send us some masters? Maybe
Yeah, it'll be out soon.
Can, yeah.
we get the
I can show you
exclusive
the sneak peek.
sneak peek.
Yeah, yeah
Send
thank
me
you.
send me the link to the PDFs you have for
Okay, yeah. Can.
for the sheet music, because people will appreciate that. And
Yes,
thank you so much
I
for
will.
everything you've done for music. You've changed the world, man.
Yeah, literally. Thank you for everything. For real.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Continue
me.
to. Yeah. Hopefully it won't be the last. Come
No,
see
no,
us
no.
again.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching,
Yeah.
and keep playing.
Hell
Keep
yeah.
learning. Keep collaborating. You're never there. You're always growing. So keep growing.
100%. All right, guys. Aloha.
Aloha.
Whew.